are on their way. Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do. requested. Passenger's bus is coming.
Departing runway 02, transition level 040. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Victor.
Wind 301 at 8. Visibility.
Lisbon Airport information, Victor. 1846 Zulu. Surface wind 300 degrees, 8 knots. Variable between 270 degrees and 330 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds 2,800 feet. Temperature 23 degrees. Delta point 16 degrees. QNH 1016. Landing and departing runway 02. Transition level 040. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Victor. Lisbon Airport information, Victor. 1846 Zulu. Surface wind 300 degrees, 8 knots. Variable between 270 degrees and 330 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds 2,800.
Posso ver seu cartão de embarque? Hello.
Hello, welcome. There may be some further up.
Boa noite.
Please see aisle number.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi, hello. That's right, straight ahead. A little further down, you're all set.
May I see your boarding pass?
Welcome.
Posso ver seu cartão de embarque?
Yes, that's the one. That can go under the past the galley. Correct on the right. No problem at all. Just one more row. Hi, come on.
Hello.
Yes, that's direct side. Happy to help. That's the last row. Welcome.
Good evening.
Yes, on your left.
Por aqui, por favor.
This way, please.
Olá. Good evening.
Yes, that's fine. Welcome aboard. Enjoy.
Hello. Por aqui, por
Welcome on
favor.
board.
Hello.
Welcome. Please see aisle 2.
Posso ver seu cartão de embarque?
Welcome. Welcome aboard.
Hello. Por aqui, por favor.
Lisbon delivery, Air Portugal 442, Airbus A320 Anana, ramp 301, request IFR clearance to all lead information, Victor. Air Portugal 442, Lisbon delivery, information, Victor correct, clear to Orly Airport via the Exida 1 November departure, runway 02, climb via to flight level 070, squawk 5216. Cleared to Orly Airport via the Exida 1 November departure, runway 02, climb via to flight level 070, squawk 5216, Air Portugal 442. Air Portugal 442, read back correct. Contact ground 121.755 when ready for push or start. Ground 121.755 when ready for pushback or engine start, Air Portugal 442.
Lisbon delivery, Air Portugal 1150, Airbus A320 with information, Victor, ramp 805, request IFR clearance to Palma de Mallorca.
Air Portugal 1150, Lisbon delivery, information Victor correct, cleared to Palma de Mallorca off 1 November departure, runway 02, climb Beasit to flight level 070, squawk 4541.
Cleared to Palma de Mallorca of 1 November departure, runway 02, climb Beasit to flight level 070, squawk 4541, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, read back correct. Contact ground 121.755 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.755 when ready, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 442, taxi for departure.
Air Portugal 442, taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via November 1 Mike 5.
Taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via November 1 Mike 5, Air Portugal 442.
Air Portugal 442, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Over to Tower 118.105, Air Portugal 442, bye-bye. Qatar 99 Lima Heavy, date 143, request pushback and engine start.
Qatar 99 Lima Heavy, Lisbon ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved, face south, Qatar 99 Lima Heavy.
Alpine 67 Hotel Papa, taxi to stand 114 via Alpha Yankee Alpha 2.
Taxi to stand 114 via Alpha Yankee Alpha 2, Alpine 67 Hotel Papa. Beeline to Echo Tango at gate 116, request pushback.
Beeline to Echo Tango, Lisbon ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved, face south, Beeline to Echo Tango. Beeline to Echo Tango, request taxi.
Beeline to Echo Tango, taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via Alpha 2 Mike.
Taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via Alpha 2 Mike, Beeline to Echo Tango. Qatar 99 Lima Heavy, taxi for departure.
Qatar 99 Lima Heavy, taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via Alpha 4 Golf, Uniform 1 Mike 5.
Taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via Alpha 4 Golf, Uniform 1 Mike 5, Qatar 99 Lima Heavy.
Air Portugal 1150 at ramp 805, request pushback.
Air Portugal 1150, Lisbon ground pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face southwest, Air Portugal 1150.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass.
Top Swiss X2 Yankee X-ray, taxi to stand 126 via Alpha.
Taxi to stand 126 via Alpha, top Swiss 62 Yankee X-ray.
Beeline to Echo Tango, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Contact Tower 118.105, Beeline to Echo Tango, good day.
Locking gear.
Qatari 99 Lima Heavy, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Contact Tower 118.105, Qatari 99 Lima Heavy, good day.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Please set parking brakes. Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Flaps 1.
Air Portugal 1150, ready to taxi to the active.
Air Portugal 1150, taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via Bravo, Whiskey, Golf 2, Uniform 1, Mike 5.
Taxi to holding point Mike 5, runway 02 via Bravo, Whiskey, Golf 2, Uniform 1, Mike 5, Air Portugal 1150. Air Portugal 671, taxi to stand 116 via Alpha Yankee Alpha 2. Taxi to stand 116 via Alpha Yankee Alpha 2, Air Portugal 671.
Air Portugal 46 Romeo Uniform, ramp 106, request pushback.
Air Portugal 46 Romeo Uniform, Lisbon ground pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback approved, face north, Air Portugal 46 Romeo Uniform.
Europa 91 Kilo Mike 8122, request pushback. Europa 91 Kilo Mike, Lisbon ground, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back. Hold position for traffic, Europa 91 Kilo Mike. Air Portugal 1150, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Contact Tower 118.105, Air Portugal 1150. Air Portugal 1150, holding short runway 02.
Air Portugal 1150, hold short of runway 02, arriving traffic.
Hold short of runway 02, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, runway 02, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 02, Air Portugal 1150.
Iberia 0537, exit right at Uniform 5. Exit right at Uniform 5, Iberia 0537.
Lisbon Tower, Alpine 32 Golf Kilo, ILS approach runway 02.
Alpine 32 Golf Kilo, Lisbon Tower, continue.
Wilco, Alpine 32 Golf Kilo.
Iberia 0537, monitor ground 121.755. Ground 121.755, Iberia 0537. Air Portugal 1150, Lisbon Tower, wind 300 degrees, 8 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff, traffic 6 mile final, keep it rolling.
Runway 02, clear for takeoff, keep it rolling, Air Portugal 1150.
Stabilized. Flex set.
Air Portugal 46 Romeo uniform ready for departure, runway 02. Air Portugal 46 Romeo uniform, hold short of runway 02, departing traffic. Hold short of runway 02, Air Portugal 46 Romeo uniform.
Knots.
All aircraft be advised, information Whiskey now current QNH 1016.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up.
Air Portugal 1150, contact Lisbon departure 119.105.
Contact Lisbon departure 119.105, Air Portugal 1150.
Set.
Lisbon departure, Air Portugal 1150, passing 1,900 feet, climbing to flight level 070.
Air Portugal 1150, Lisbon departure identified, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Air Portugal 1150.
Flaps 0.
0.
Air Portugal 1150, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Air Portugal 1150.
Valotia 2764, descend flight level 170.
Descend flight level 170, Valotia 2764.
Iberia 06 Victor Foxtrot, cleared Tursa for Zulu arrival, runway 32 right.
Cleared Tursa for Zulu arrival, runway 32 right, Iberia 06 Victor Foxtrot.
Fueling 905 Juliet, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, fueling 905 Juliet.
Ryanair 2 Golf Alpha, descend via start to 3000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 3000 feet, QNH 1012, Ryanair 2 Golf Alpha.
Fueling 14 Delta Delta, cleared Valencia 3 Lima arrival, runway 10.
Cleared Valencia 3 Lima arrival, runway 10, fueling 14 Delta Delta.
Alpine 39 Bravo Yankee, contact Serbia Center 118.275, have a good evening. Center on 118.275, Alpine 39 Bravo Yankee, bye bye. Ryanair 4295, report ready for descent. Ready for descent, Ryanair 4295. Ryanair 4295, descent to flight level 210. Descent to flight level 210, Ryanair 4295. Fueling 6 X-ray Bravo, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, fueling 6 X-ray Bravo.
Fueling 6 X-ray Bravo, descent to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, fueling 6 X-ray Bravo.
Fueling 6 X-ray Bravo, descend to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, fueling 6 X-ray Bravo.
Fueling 18 Alpha Mike, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, fueling 18 Alpha Mike.
Brilliant 522 Hotel, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, Brilliant 522 Hotel.
Transavia 99 Whiskey, descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1013, Transavia 99 Whiskey.
BC68 Romeo Charlie, descend via start to flight level 070.
Descend via start to flight level 070, EZ68 Romeo Charlie.
2200, Cessna Delta Hotel.
Ryanair 916 Whiskey, descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012, Ryanair 916 Whiskey.
Ryanair 916 Whiskey, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, Ryanair 916 Whiskey.
Air Algeria 2014, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, Air Algeria 2014.
Ryanair 7826, contact Valencia approach 124.75.
Contact Valencia approach 124.75, Ryanair 7826.
Ryanair 76 Uniform Delta, contact Border Control 121.25. Center on 121.25, Ryanair 76 Uniform Delta, have a good evening. Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet, cleared Tursa for Zulu arrival, runway 32 right.
Cleared Tursa for Zulu arrival, runway 32 right, Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet.
Fueling 6 X-ray Bravo, descend via start to 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 4,000 feet, QNH 1012, fueling 6 X-ray Bravo.
Valotia 2764, contact Madrid Control Algiers 125.7, have a good evening.
Center on 125.7, Valotia 2764.
Valotia 3 Delta Lima, report ready for descent. Ready for descent, Valotia 3 Delta Lima. Valotia 3 Delta Lima, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1015. Descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1015, Valotia 3 Delta Lima. Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo.
Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo, descend to flight level 210.
Descend to flight level 210, Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo.
Valotia 3 Delta Lima, descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1015. Descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1015, Valotia 3 Delta Lima. Develop 838 Heavy, contacts at Center 118.275.
Contacts at Center 118.275, develop 838 Heavy, bye-bye.
Iberia 06 Victor Foxtrot, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Iberia 06 Victor Foxtrot.
Iberia 06 Victor Foxtrot, descent to flight level 200.
Descent to flight level 200, Iberia 06 Victor Foxtrot.
Easy 96 Tango Yankee, maintain 3,300 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 10.
Maintain 3,300 feet until established. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 10. Easy 96 Tango Yankee.
Ryanair 74 Papa Quebec, maintain 3,300 feet until established. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 10.
Maintain 3,300 feet until established. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 10. Ryanair 74 Papa Quebec.
Easy 36 Echo Papa, contact auto control 121.25.
Contact auto control 121.25. Easy 36 Echo Papa.
Air Algerie 1217, lead Livestat heading 179er, direct Hawareba Medina Airport.
Lead Livestat heading 179er, direct Hawareba Medina Airport, Air Algerie 1217.
Ryanair 2 Golf Alpha QNH1012, expect the ILS approach runway 24 with the Disla transition.
QNH1012, expect the ILS approach runway 24 with the Disla transition. Ryanair 2 Golf Alpha.
Fueling 6 X-Ray Bravo, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, fueling 6 X-Ray Bravo.
Air Portugal 1150, descend flight level 140.
Descend flight level 140, Air Portugal 1150.
Red Nose 5 Hotel Alpha, maintain 3,300 feet until established. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 10.
Maintain 3,300 feet until established. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 10. Red Nose 5 Hotel Alpha.
Iberia 06 Sierra Charlie, contact at Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, Iberia 06 Sierra Charlie.
Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet.
Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet, descent to flight level 200.
Descent to flight level 200, Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet.
Europa 59 Victor Juliet, contact Madrid approach 131.175.
Contact Madrid approach 131.175, Europa 59 Victor Juliet.
EC 68 Romeo Charlie, contact Palm approach 118.955.
Contact Palm approach 118.955, Easy 68 Romeo Charlie.
EC 96 Tango Yankee, contact Contact Tower 122.1.
Contact Tower 122.1, Easy 96 Tango Yankee.
Ryanair 74 Papa Quebec, contact Contact Tower 122.1, have a good evening.
Contact Tower 122.1, Ryanair 74 Papa Quebec.
Wizz Air 299, contact Marseille Control 124.5. Center on 124.5, Wizz Air 299. Air Portugal 1150, descend via start to flight level 070.
Descend via start to flight level 070, Air Portugal 1150.
Fueling 14 Delta Delta, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, fueling 14 Delta Delta.
Fueling 14 Delta Delta, descend to flight level 260.
Descend to flight level 260, fueling 14 Delta Delta.
Fueling 14 Delta Delta QNH1013, expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 10 with the Victor India Lima November 1 transition.
QNH1013, expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 10 with the Victor India Lima November 1 transition, fueling 14 Delta Delta.
Red Nose 5 Hotel Alpha, contact Alicante Tower 122.1.
Contact Tower 122.1, Red Nose 5 Hotel Alpha, bye-bye.
Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo, descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH1015.
Descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH1015, Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo.
Maintain present heading and altitude.
Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo, contact Serbia Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, Ryanair 1 Zulu Kilo.
Barcelona Center, Engine 4555, flight level 360.
Engine 4555, Barcelona Center, identified.
Barcelona Center, Ryanair 30 Juliet Tango, 2,800 feet.
Ryanair 30 Juliet Tango, Barcelona Center, identified. Ryanair 30 Juliet Tango, contact on approach 118.955.
Contact on approach 118.955, Ryanair 30 Juliet Tango.
Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet, contact Madrid Center 118.275, bye-bye.
Send on 118.275, Air Nostrum 89 Uniform Juliet, bye-bye.
Barcelona Center, Austrian 472, good evening, flight level 380. Austrian 472, Barcelona Center, identified.
Good evening, Barcelona Center, Vueling 7 for Golf Bravo, passing flight level 420, descending to flight level 280.
Vueling 128 Echo, descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH1012.
Descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH1012, Vueling 128 Echo.
Vueling 7 for Golf Bravo, Barcelona Center, identified. Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo, descend via start to flight level 070. Descend via start to flight level 070, Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo. Qatar 99 Lima Heavy, contact Maghreb Control Algiers 124.9. Contact Maghreb Control Algiers 124.9 at Qatar 99 Lima Heavy. Air Nostrum 14 Hotel Juliet, cleared Barak to Yankee arrival, runway 24. Cleared Barak to Yankee arrival, runway 24. Air Nostrum 14 Hotel Juliet. With Malta 8077, descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH1012. Descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH1012 with Malta 8077. Alpine 53 micromil, descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH1012. Descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH1012, Alpine 53 micromil. Ryanair to Golf Alpha, clear direct Tisla, cross Tisla at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 24.
Cleared direct Tisla, cross Tisla at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 24, Ryanair to Golf Alpha.
Air Algerie 1217, contact Maghreb Control Algiers 124.9, have a good evening.
Contact Maghreb Control Algiers 124.9, Air Algerie 1217, bye-bye. Barcelona Center, LL 374, flight level 350.
LL 374, Barcelona Center, identified.
Barcelona Center, Ryanair 91 Lima Echo, passing flight level 301, descending to flight level 260.
Ryanair 91 Lima Echo, Barcelona Center, identified. Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima, cleared Sora 4 Delta, arrival, runway 12.
Cleared Sora 4 Delta, arrival, runway 12, Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima.
Ryanair 4295, contact Serbia Center 118.275. Center on 118.275, Ryanair 4295. New Bel Air 608, descend via start to 4,000 feet, QNH1012.
Descend via start to 4,000 feet, QNH1012, New Bel Air 608.
Ryanair 97 X-ray Foxtrot, descend via start to flight level 070. Descend via start to flight level 070, Ryanair 97 X-ray Foxtrot. Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima.
Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima, descend to flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220, Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima.
With Malta 470 Golf, cleared Jerbu 3 Mike arrival, runway 10.
Cleared Jerbu 3 Mike arrival, runway 10 with Malta 470 Golf.
Fueling 14 Delta Delta, descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH1013.
Descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH1013, Fueling 14 Delta Delta.
Ryanair 4 X-ray Romeo, descend via start to 5,000 feet, QNH1012.
Descend via start to 5,000 feet, QNH1012, Ryanair 4 X-ray Romeo.
Air Nostrum 14 Hotel Juliet, descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH 1012. Descend via start to 3,000 feet, QNH 1012, Air Nostrum 14 Hotel Juliet. Iber Express 17 Uniform Quebec, cleared Prado 4 Delta, arrival, runway 32 right.
Cleared Prado 4 Delta, arrival, runway 32 right, Iber Express 17 Uniform Quebec.
Fueling 74 Golf Bravo, descend via start to 6,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 6,000 feet, QNH 1012, fueling 74 Golf Bravo.
Ryanair 91 Lima Echo, descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1013, Ryanair 91 Lima Echo.
Ryanair 729 Zulu, descend via start to 4,500 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend via start to 4,500 feet, QNH 1013, Ryanair 729 Zulu.
Ryanair 729 Zulu, contact from approach 118.955.
Contact from approach 118.955, Ryanair 729 Zulu.
Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima, descend via start to 5,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 5,000 feet, QNH 1012, Ryanair 3 Sierra Lima.
Iber Express 17 Victor Bravo, cleared Prado 4 Delta, arrival, runway 32 right.
Cleared Prado 4 Delta, arrival, runway 32 right, Iber Express 17 Victor Bravo.
Fueling 61 X-Ray Zulu, descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012, fueling 61 X-Ray Zulu.
Fueling 61 X-Ray Zulu, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, fueling 61 X-Ray Zulu.
Chaseplane 1 November Mike, descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descend via start to 7,000 feet, QNH 1013, Chaseplane 1 November Mike.
Iberia 09 Delta Bravo, cleared Tersa 4 Zulu arrival, runway 32 right.
Cleared Tersa 4 Zulu arrival, runway 32 right, Iberia 09 Delta Bravo.
Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo, contact Palma approach 118.955. Contact Palma approach 118.955, Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo. Chaseplane 1 November Mike QNH 1013, expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 10 with the Victor India Lima November 1 transition.
QNH 1013, expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 10 with the Victor India Lima November 1 transition, Chaseplane 1 November Mike.
Fueling 96 Yankee Foxtrot, descend via start to 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 4,000 feet, QNH 1012, fueling 96 Yankee Foxtrot.
Beeline to Lima Zulu, descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012, beeline to Lima Zulu.
Beeline to Lima Zulu, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, beeline to Lima Zulu.
Ryanair 27 Quebec Juliet, QNH 1012, expect the ILS approach runway 24 with the Disla transition. QNH 1012, expect the ILS approach runway 24 with the Disla transition, Ryanair 27 Quebec Juliet. Ryanair 97 X-Ray Foxtrot, contact Palma approach 118.955. Contact Palma approach 118.955, Ryanair 97 X-Ray Foxtrot. Shamrock 5 Tango Golf, descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012, Shamrock 5 Tango Golf.
Easy 97 Papa Foxtrot, descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend via start to 8,000 feet, QNH 1012, Easy 97 Papa Foxtrot.
Naval Air 608, contact Barcelona approach 131.125.
Contact Barcelona approach 131.125, Naval Air 608.
Air Portugal 1150, contact Palma approach 118.955.
Contact Palma approach 118.955, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, increase speed to 70 knots.
Increase speed 270 knots, Air Portugal 1150. approach, Air Portugal 1150, good evening, passing flight level 098, descending to flight level 070 with information T-low.
Air Portugal 1150, approach, QNH 1013, expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 24 left with the Papa Oscar Sierra transition.
QNH 1013, expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 24 left with the Papa Oscar Sierra transition, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, clear direct Poyensa, cross Poyensa at or above flight level 070, cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 24 left.
Cleared direct Poyensa, cross Poyensa at or above flight level 070, cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 24 left, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, reduce speed 250 knots.
Reduce speed 250 knots, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, maintain 240 knots.
Maintain 240 knots, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, reduce speed 230 knots.
Reduce speed 230 knots, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, reduce speed 210 knots.
Reduce speed 210 knots, Air Portugal 1150.
Air Portugal 1150, reduce speed 200 knots.
Reduce speed 200 knots, Air Portugal 1150.
Ryanair 729 Zulu, contact on the tower 118.305.
Over to tower 118.305, Ryanair 729 Zulu.
Flaps 1.
approach, Chaseplane 28 kilo, passing flight level 123, descending to flight level 070 with information T-low.
Chaseplane 28 kilo, Pama approach, QNH 1013, expect the ILSU approach runway 24 left with the Papa Oscar Sierra transition.
QNH 1013, expect the ILSU approach runway 24 left with the Papa Oscar Sierra transition, Chaseplane 28 kilo.
Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo, contact Pama Tower 118.305.
Contact Tower 118.305, Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo.
Chaseplane 28 kilo, clear direct Poyensa, cross Poyensa at or above flight level 070, clear ILSU approach runway 24 left.
Cleared direct Poyensa, cross Poyensa at or above flight level 070, cleared ILSU approach runway 24 left, Chaseplane 28 kilo.
Air Portugal 1150, minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed, Air Portugal 1150.
Flaps 2. Gear down. Flaps 3. Full flaps.
Air Portugal 1150 on final approach, 24 left.
Air Portugal 1150, roger. Ryanair 97 X-ray Foxtrot, contact Pama Tower 118.305, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 118.305, Ryanair 97 X-ray Foxtrot, have a good evening.
All aircraft be advised, information Lima now current, QNH 1014. Air Portugal 1150, contact Pama Tower 118.305.
Over to Tower 118.305, Air Portugal 1150, bye-bye. Pama Tower, Air Portugal 1150, ILSU approach runway 24 left.
Air Air Portugal 1150 on the tower, continue.
Wilco Air Portugal 1150.
Ryanair 97 X-ray Foxtrot, exit right at Sierra 2.
Exit right at Sierra 2, Ryanair 97 X-ray Foxtrot.
1000. Portugal 1150, wind 210 degrees, 4 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Runway 24 left, clear to land, Air Portugal 1150.
Spoilers up. Reverse green. Decel. Auto brake off.
Air Portugal 1150, exit right at Sierra 2.
Exit right at Sierra 2, Air Portugal 1150.
Portugal 1150, contact ground 121.705.
Ground 121.705, Air Portugal 1150. Air Portugal 1150, request taxi to assigned gate.
Air Portugal 1150, taxi to stand 990 via Sierra 2 South Papa Lima Papa.
Taxi to stand 990 via Sierra 2 South Papa Lima Papa, Air Portugal 1150.
Boarding requested. Passengers, the boarding starting.